Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Beating the Odds. It is Sunday, September 29th, 2024. We are back with our NFL best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Beating the Odds. Let's recap yesterday's results, Thursday's results in this case. Yesterday, we actually had a day. College football went 6-5. Thursday went 3-3 though on the Giants and Cowboys. Members only best bet, our game we put the most money on was the Giants plus 6.5. That was a winner. We had the over 45.5. I mean, when you kick field goals nonstop like they did in New York, we can't get over that number. We had CD over 79.5 receiving yards and anytime touchdown. That was both wins. And then Singletary, we had him over 15.5 receiving yards. He had one catch for like 14 yards. If he stumbles a little bit more forward, we get the win there. And with Singletary anytime touchdown, and obviously the Giants didn't score any. So overall for the year, we're not where we want to be. 31-41. Last year we had a great year, 218 and 144, plus 73.14 units last year. We're getting back to it now. I love the board today. Straight up, I fucking love the board today. And I've got 5 picks I'm gonna give you guys here on YouTube. We have 3 members only best bets. You can go to the zdmbets.com/picks. Website is linked in the comments below. But if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, like this video, hit notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post these NFL videos every single day along with the college football. We have not had a losing week in college football since week 0. We also haven't posted MLB videos once playoff starts back up, plus the NBA and NHL when those are back on. Go after our first 15,000 subscribers. So I'm excited to have y'all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. So let's jump into plays that we have today. I'm going to get started with our first play, which is going to be the over 48.5 in DC and Arizona. Both of these defenses, both of them are complete and utter dog shit. The Skins have no chance. Do not stop people throwing the ball on them. You saw that with Joe Burrow last week. Daniel Jones had, I think, probably his best game of the year against us, and Baker had his best game of the year as well against us. The over 48 here is the move. The Cardinals defense, complete trash. We saw that last week, the week before that, the week before that. And if I weren't a Skins fan, I would tell you to bet the Cardinals, because the Cardinals, this is a trap. Everyone, because they saw Jaden Daniels light up the Bengals last week on Monday, and everyone's going to bet the Skins, which is just a terrible idea. The Cardinals are going to probably win this game by like 4 or 5 points. But the over is the play here, because Jaden and his offense are awesome. Bit of a revenge spot as well for Cliff Kingsbury against his former team. Cardinals, even without Trey McBride, are fantastic. Kyler Murray is really, really good. Marvin Harrison Jr. looks like a stud already. It's been like 5 seconds, and he's already one of the better receivers in the league. I love the over here today. I think this is a high-scoring, fun game at 4:05 p.m. Eastern, which, again, they're just putting them in the weirdest, worst spots. But give me over 48.5, DC and Arizona. Next, go with the Bears, minus 2.5 versus the Rams. The public is all over, and I mean all over the Rams, so I've got to fade them here. Listen, this Bears play is disgusting. I don't even want to bet it, but the thing is, it's the right play. The numbers say it's the right play, and my intuition tells me it's the right play as well, because the Bears are the more healthy team by a mile. Keenan Allen, I think, is coming back today. They're going to be switching from DeAndre Swift to Roschon Johnson at running back, which is the right play for them. And the Rams are completely, I mean, they're just injury. I mean, it is the injury bug. I mean, to the highest extreme. Basically, their entire offensive line is gone, and Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp are out. There's no one for Stafford to throw to. Stafford's the better quarterback here, but I mean, who's he got to throw to? And Caleb Williams has gotten better every single game. He played actually decent against Indianapolis. Now, I will say, the numbers look good, but he didn't play all that well in my opinion, because I watched a lot of that game. And the Rams, this is an obvious letdown spot for them. And I mean, obvious letdown spot after an amazing comeback against the Niners. Plus, the Bears are at home. I like the Bears here. They're only giving up 2.5 points. I think they win this game by 3 or 4. Give me the Bears minus 2.5 versus the Rams. Next, another really stinky one. We're going with the Jags plus 6 versus the Texans. First things first, are we sure the Texans are good? Because I've watched them play a couple times here. We had the Vikings as our biggest play of the week last week, and they obviously won by $1 billion. The Texans almost lost to the Bears. I mean, they honestly should have. If Caleb Williams played even like a C- game, they win that game. And they barely beat the Colts. I don't know if they're that good. And listen, I know this Jags team is not good either, but 6 points in today's NFL, that is a lot of points to give up, especially in a divisional matchup. And the Jags got publicly humiliated on live TV last week, on primetime TV, excuse me. And this is, to me, I think just is a pride play for them. And the sharp money for me is, not for me, I'm just based on the numbers I have, are all over the Jaguars today. And they can't be as bad as last week. That's just how I got to look at it. Now, I said that against Cleveland as well. But the fact is that it's a divisional game. They're getting 6 points, which is so many points in today's NFL. To me, and the Texans just haven't looked that good offensively whatsoever. I think the Jags keep this game close. I think they lose this game, but they lose it by 3 or 4 points. Give me the Jags +6 versus the Texans here today. Next, we'll go with the Bucks +1.5 versus the Eagles. This Bucks line makes absolutely no sense. The public is all over the Eagles today, and I mean all over them from what the numbers I have. And for me, the Eagles are going to miss. I think, honestly, at 3 out of their top 4 best players. So if you really look at their best players, I think A.J. Brown and Lane Johnson are number 1, number 2. They're not playing. Then you put Saquon, then Devontae Smith. And Devontae Smith is not playing today. So Jalen Hurts, who has not shown me that he's a serviceable, good quarterback in 2 years. Last year, he was not that good. If you watched it last year, he was bad. The second half, he was really bad of the year. The second half, he was horrible. But the first half, I don't think he was that good. And then this year, he has not had a good game. He has not had a good game at all. And you're going to take away A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and your best offensive lineman, and Jason Kelce's not there. This is going to be a disaster for the Eagles. And Jalen Hurts is also it is 9-28 without A.J. Brown. He is so bad without him, and they're missing even more than that. Now, the Bucs secondary is a bit banged up, but when your best receiver for the Eagles is Jahan Dotson, as a Skins fan, I know he's not that good. They're not going to be as vulnerable as you might think. And on top of that, the Bucs got embarrassed at home last week against the Broncos. By the way, we had Broncos +6.5 in that game, so that was nice. But the fact is that the Bucs are winning this game. This Eagles team is so banged up right now, and I'm not sure they're that good. Give me the Bucs +1.5 versus the Eagles today. Next, we're going to go with the Colts +2.5 versus the Steelers. This play stinks to high heaven. I want to bet the Steelers so bad. When I looked at this, I was like, Steelers, and then that's why you have to go with the Colts, because it looked too good. Here's why. First things first, look at the Steelers. Steelers defense is legit. Not going to say anything else. But the fact is that the quarterbacks the Steelers have faced have been Kirk Cousins with his first game off of an Achilles. There's going to be some rust there. Bo Nix, not great. And then a 25% healthy Justin Herbert missing both tackles and no wide receivers to stretch the field. I think that if the Anthony Richardson can be an average quarterback today, and I mean average, I'm saying like a C+ game, and that, by the way, that's a big if for him. I think they match up well today. I think they win this game. I think they win at home. First off, the Colts are at home. The Colts offensive line is one of the best in the league, if not the best. And when you look at the teams they've played, like the Steelers have played, they have not played against teams with good offensive lines or great offensive lines for that matter. And the Colts defense has looked actually really good this year outside of the Texans game. And Jonathan Taylor is really good. The Colts can control the ball. Shane Steichen is a very, very smart offensive coach. I don't trust the Steelers' offense. The Steelers' defense is fantastic, but I don't trust their offense at all. Colts are home dogs. Give me the Colts +2.5 versus the Steelers here today. Now, like I said, guys, we have 8 picks, not 5. The other 3 are members-only best bets. You can get those at zdmbets.com/picks. The website is linked in the comments below. As a member, you get all our members-only best bets every single day, which is most profitable best bets on a day-to-day basis. On top of that, you do have a direct line to me, so any game you're considering betting, reach out to our hotline number, get a guaranteed response back by any game you're considering betting. Any of our free picks go on YouTube, sent to you before these videos come out. They'll take advantage of early lines, early odds. Those at zdmbets.com/picks, zdmbets.com/picks, zdmbets.com/picks. So guys, let's go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow.